She exposed his secret in public just to be heard in the name of revenge. The moment she found out he had left her, she stopped thinking about what was right and started thinking about how much she wanted him to feel the same pain she was going through, the same pain she was carrying. For weeks, she replayed every conversation in her head, wondering how someone who once promised so much could walk away without looking back. What hurt her the most was not only the breakup, it was the feeling that her voice no longer mattered to him. She felt ignored, replaced, and forgotten. Every message sent melt with silence. Every attempt to get answers led nowhere. The more she felt invisible, the more angry she became. At first, she told herself she only wanted closure. She wanted him to explain why he had changed. She wanted him to admit that what happened was unfair. But but as time passed, those thoughts slowly turned into something else. She started believing that if he refused to listen in private, then she would force him to listen in public. She convinced herself that exposing something personal about him was the only way to make him understand the pain. The idea stayed in her mind until it felt justified. She stopped asking whether it was the right thing to do and focused only on how satisfying it will be. You can see how far people can go. Hallelujah. The day she shared this secret online, she expected support. She imagined people taking her side. She imagined him feeling embarrassed and finally realized what he had done. For a short moment, she felt powerful. Notifications started appearing. People reacted. Messages arrived. Her name was suddenly in conversation again. The attention she had been craving finally came. Yet something felt different from what she expected. Instead of feeling relieved, she felt restless. Instead of finding peace, she kept checking her phone every few minutes. The satisfaction she thought would would last disappeared almost immediately. As more people saw the post, the situation grew larger than she intended. Strangers began discussing details of a relationship they knew nothing about. Some people supported her, others criticized her. Friends were pulled into the drama. Private moments became public entertainment. The story was no longer about her feelings, it became something everyone wanted to comment on. She watched people argue about her life while sitting alone in her room. For the first time, she realized she had lost control of, of the situation. The reaction from him was not what she expected. She did not beg. He did not beg. He did not apologize. He did not come back. Instead, he became even more distant. Whatever whatever chances there was for a respectful conversation disappeared. The secret she revealed could not be taken back. No explanation could erase it. No apology could make people forget it. She had wanted to be heard, but now she was hearing opinions from hundreds of people who did not truly know her. The attention she fought for started feeling exhausting. As the weeks passed, she began looking at the situation differently. She noticed that exposing someone else's private information had not healed her. Heartbreak was still there. The disappointment was still there. The loneliness was still there. The public revenge had changed many things, but it had not changed the fact that she was hurting. She started understanding that being hurt and being healed were not the same things. I say it again. She started understanding that being hurt and being healed were not the same thing. One could One could happen without the other. That realization was difficult because it forced her to be honest with herself. Deep down, she had wanted validation. She wanted proof that her pain mattered. She wanted people to hear. She wanted to tell her. She wanted people to hear her. She wanted people to tell her she was right, but no amount of comments could repair the damage left by a broken relationship. What she needed was not public approval. What she needed was time, honesty, and the courage to face her emotions without turning them into a spectacle. Months later, she looked back at that decision with a clearer mind. She understood why she had done it, but she also understood the cost. The anger that pushed her to act had eventually faded, while the consequences remained. She learned the revenge of promises refilled, but rarely delivered it. It can create a moment of satisfaction while leaving deeper problems untouched. The lesson stayed with her long after the relationship ended. The outcome of her heartbreak was when she first hit the point button. She thought exposing him would make her feel stronger. Instead, it taught her the difficult between attention and healing. She thought the revenge would help her move forward. Instead, she discovered that recovery begins when a person stops trying to win against someone else and starts focusing on rebuilding themselves. In the end, the secret she exposed revealed something much bigger. Unresolved. Unresolved pain can push people to make choices they later wish they had handled differently. The moment she finally accepted the truth was the moment she started finding real peace.